And now, AB Productions, CT presents Colonial Impact Wrestling's 10-year WrestleBrat10n.
Welcome everyone to day 5 of the WrestleBrat10n. I am the Colonist.
Hold on. Let me put my pants back on. I'm not done WrestleBrating yet.
Well, listen, hey, you've had 3 days to recuperate, so I don't want to hear it. We've got tag team action. I
need a longer refractory period.
Well, speaking of refractions and rifts and divisions, we had the Rangers implode. At the end of last year, in the Saturday Night Hype leading up to Oblivion, as the Green Ranger and the Yellow Ranger, Bridge and Lizzie, just absolutely beat the hell out of Sky and Sydney. And a lot of it was that they were just getting more airtime, but the Rangers have said, we are going to hash this out, and we're going to put all of this behind us. There's going to be no more hesitation after this. It's going to be no more infighting between us. This is it. We're going to just lay it all out on the table because that worked out so well for the Shades of Black, Josh again. Who you got in this one?
Yeah. I honestly don't know. I mean, in all reality, the Blue and Green Rangers aren't that historically useful here in CIW. Meanwhile, the ladies here, they actually seem to know what they're doing.
They picked up some wins. They had a very impressive tag victory, if you recall, over Evie Hammond and Nina Sayers.
And the Blue and Green Ranger, like, the victory? What's that?
Yeah, and these poor guys, you know, they've been trying to put their effort in. Of course, this escalated after Skylar and Sydney lost a mixed tag match, the first mixed tag match, to Symbiote Spiderman, who we will be seeing in round 2 later tonight in the semifinals for the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament, which will culminate on day 7 in our main event. But it was,
that's gonna be fun.
It will be. It was Spider-Man and Black Cat, and after the match, Bridge and Lizzie came in, and there was barbed wire involved. We had to cut the show, and now let's talk about stipulations here. This is going to be a tag match, but we have made some special rules per their request, and we're only doing this because it's the Rangers. There are no countouts, and there is no gender bias in this match, and I mean only this match. Hip toss. Here we go. And so that means males can fight females.
Shaw going to run interference?
So, well, not today, because she's not on the payroll. And now half Boston Crab here, and Lizzie breaks it up. And
who do you have winning this matchup, Sean?
Well, I know for a fact, because I talked to both men in this equation. I talked to Bridge and I talked to Sky. Bridge is really motivated to beat the Blue Ranger, and the Blue Ranger is still kind of confused why this all happened. Because, like, it's not like the Blue Ranger and the Pink Ranger won that match, so, like, what is he getting mad about? You know, and the only other time that Lizzie and, Skylar, oh, nice DDT. The only other time that Skylar and Sydney were in the same capacity together, Lunar eclipsed one onto the other. So,
and one.
So the Blue Ranger's like, I don't understand what he's jealous of. And so I guess this is just kind of in the same way of a long time coming between these two guys who've just not been able to find success in CIW that they may have initially thought they were going to.
Yeah, I mean, you spend too much time in the L column, that can break a man.
Yeah, and break a Ranger, and there will be no Megazord formation on this day.
Oh, man.
Yeah, unfortunately not here, and we have not heard from Optimus Composite in many, many years, so we don't even know where the equivalent of that would be.
Why don't even bring the popcorn bucket?
Tag in to Sydney here, and now it is Sydney and the Green Ranger in the ring, and this is the one match where females can fight males, and nobody is going to get sued over it. Because
you say this.
Well, hey, even though AB signed a ton of NDAs that he wasn't supposed to because Corleone is anti-NDA, this match, they're airing it out, and this is the way we like it. Get your matchups and your beefs settled in the ring. And that's what we're doing here today.
That as everyone leaves the ring.
Well, you can tell right now, Josh, again, nobody has really gotten a distinct advantage over the other just yet.
Who is our referee for this match?
Our referee tonight is my man, Will Sasso, back in action. Happy that he's here, not dead, even though he did take a blow or two in the pre-show. But he is back, thankfully, and now Sydney is just grinding the forehead of Bridge.
Bridge is like, this is not what I meant when I said I wanted you to grind on me.
Well, Bridge wasn't too upset about tearing flesh. If you recall, the barbed wire to the head of Sydney.
Yeah.
So Sydney's just getting a little bit of revenge on him. Oh, what a back suplex!
What a suplex by Lizzie.
From Lizzie.
I told you the women were going to take control of this matchup.
Oh, well, that's truth. Well, when you look at stats, you got to trust the women a little bit more than the men in this situation. But it also goes to show that all four of these individuals are pretty equal in matchup when it comes to, against each other. That's why they're so productive. Well, I was going to say productive as a unit, but in the show they are. CIW, not so much.
Yeah,
And drop kick to Sydney after, but that was good teamwork as Bridge set Lizzie up for that drop kick.
Blue Ranger still is confused.
Well, Blue Ranger, I seem to think, spike pile driver to the Green Ranger. As Sydney is definitely getting a little bit more advantage here. And the real question is, where is the Red Ranger? He's the only one missing in this equation, but everybody else here in Space Patrol Delta. And, it just occurred to me, Josh, again, I wonder if they in Eclipse have...
Oh, wow.
What a drop kick. The athleticism of the Green Ranger.
That was ridiculous.
Oh, and a reverse heel kick as well.
He's kicked her in the face so many times in this match.
That's right. And now Sydney smartly tagging in Sky to get a little air.
My face hurts. Ow.
Yeah, definitely. As she lifts her head up to avoid the nosebleed. Oh, and a chop block.
Oh, okay, that's smart by the Blue Ranger. He's doing a bunch of big kicks.
Yeah, he is.
You can't kick if you don't have
roll
legs.
Roll up and not even a one count. Lizzie right there.
Nice senton breakup by Lizzie right there.
Yeah, sometimes our wrestlers, I think, overdo it a little bit with the breakups on the kickouts, but nice double drop kick there from Skylar and Sydney, who are indeed fucking.
Yeah.
I asked.
Not currently.
No, not at this exact moment, but,
Well, the bell hasn't sounded yet, so...
that's right, well...
And
look at this, just wrenching the legs, and I think that Sydney picked up on the fact that Skylar was starting to hit the legs a little bit on the Green Ranger and decided to join along for the ride.
Yeah.
And, baby spear.
Yeah, and right to the gut.
Yeah, just right to the belly button. Unfair helmet to the belly button. Uh-oh. And now some testicular torture.
He's like, we might be fucking later, but you won't be.
Yeah, well, as far as I know, Lizzie has completely friend-zoned Bridge. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
But maybe that's also partially why Bridge is so upset. It's like... which would make a lot more sense, but he's not looking good now.
Why is the blue guy getting some and I'm not?
Yeah. I mean, hey, I could understand that. And back in comes Sydney. As
Lizzie would be the one who's like, dude, we're business partners.
Yeah, purely. It's the only time we're going to be near each other is in the Zord. And now, oh, wait a second. And a big face buster. What a Blue Ranger buster. The only person who can really call it a Blue Thunder Bomb, even though it's not one, but screw it. I might call it. It's a Blue Thunder Bomb.
I was about to say, that was a nice spine buster on that ladder.
Yes. And another Blue Thunder Bomb from Bridge. And a Blue Thunder Bomb from Bridge. And a sweeping Blue Thunder Bomb from Bridge. Okay, I'll stop.
Please.
There was a time, though. There were a lot of things that were called a Blue Thunder Bomb, but now
there are still times where he can't distinguish between a bulldog and a DDT. Well, nice bulldog by the Pink Ranger.
Well, that was a great reverse DDT there from the Pink Ranger, and Bridge is not looking good, and Lizzie does not care at all.
I saw bulldog.
Well, you got to give credit, though, to Sydney and Skylar. They are working very efficiently as a unit, and you can't say the same for Bridge and Lizzie.
And you know what? Maybe if they would start fucking, they'd have more of a connection.
Yeah, well, then maybe we wouldn't have even had to fight this whole thing in the first place,
Yeah.
So, and now, what a clothesline.
Oh, man.
And the Green Ranger is just getting abused right now. And now the cover could be over here. 1, 2, and just in time, senton breakup by Lizzie.
And of course, the Blue Ranger's not going with the blue balls.
Oh, but the Green Ranger is now bleeding.
Oh, I told you this was going to happen, Sean.
Lizzie just busted Bridge open, and he kicks her in the meat wallet.
And Lizzie just drop-kicked the Blue Ranger clear over the top rope.
Yeah, this is escalating, folks. I know, there's kicks to the head as these Rangers are just brawling out here now. And there are no countouts, folks. Let's remind you of that. No countouts, no gender bias, obviously. And boy, is this how you expected this match to start? Springboard! Got him!
Oh, the knees!
Of course!
The knees got him right in the face!
Of course! And Io Sky's getting flashbacks. And Lizzie just hit better than 99% of the men in CIW with one moonsault.
Scott, glorious.
Sydney's back to chopping the Green Ranger. This is the matchup I did not know I needed.
I agree. This is
this
great.
Has been great fun, and I hope that they all can move on as a group after this. But
He's
folks,
still chopping the Green
just
Ranger.
beating the piss out of him. And folks,
Lizzie, you know what? I agree. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, and you know what? I gotta give credit here, and that could be it.
Guy.
If the Blue Ranger, Bridge is busted open. He's just been chopped to hell. 1, 2, 3. Lizzie didn't even run to the ring. She walked.
That was a show.
I'll tell you something.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, that was actually an amazing start to day 5 as the Rangers, well, some of the Rangers in Sydney and Skylar, the ones that are bumping uglies, definitely got an ugly win against Bridge and Lizzie. So the Blue Ranger and the Pink Ranger come up with a win and get some revenge after a barbed wire 2x4. Congratulations to the Rangers. Hope they can all move on as a unit, as they are clearly teabagging, like in Halo, the Green Ranger. But now we've got...
Moral of the story. Fuck your coworkers.
Fuck your coworkers, that's right. But only if it's legal. But speaking of things that are people who are not fucking, but somebody who got fucked over. Sagat versus Simon Belmont. This matchup occurred after Simon Belmont, who was a part of the Forgotten Fighters with Sagat, decided to rebel at the end of Oblivion against Sagat, who had lost a hell of a 20-minute Iron Man match against Ken Masters. In which he was
my thunder thighs cannot be contained.
Yes, and I think because Simon Belmont had such a fantastic showing in the Soul Calibur Gauntlet match at Autumn Asylum, where he pinned not one but 2 ninjas, Simon Belmont realized maybe he's better than Sagat at this point, hit him with a Castlevania Crumbler to add insult to injury, and now here we are.
I am very interested to see this match.
We got
2 beefy boys.
It is kind of a student faces the teacher in this situation, because you can't deny, Josh, again, that without Sagat's tutelage, Belmont was going nowhere fast in CIW.
Yeah, unfortunately. He has those enormous quads, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Sagat taught him how to master those quads, and I was like, you know what? I can handle my quads all by myself, so I don't need your squee anymore.
Tap into the power of the squee, and Belmont certainly did. And now that squee is in his knees, and we will see if he can.
Say,
yeah, go ahead.
In the business, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we refer to as a mean guy match.
Yeah, this is a Haas, and we got a big Haas fight coming up here. And folks, keep in mind we have the semifinal match between Johnny Cage and Symbiote Spiderman coming up. The tag titles on the line in maybe the biggest tag match we've ever had. Batman and Penguin of DC versus Team Mischief, Wario and Waluigi, the team that has never lost a tag match by pin or submission. That is our main event tonight. Huge stakes on the line, but if there's somebody who knows stakes, it is definitely Simon Belmont. Not just because he kills vampires, but also because he has to eat a lot of them to make sure his legs look that good.
Yeah. It makes me think of that episode of SpongeBob where they're like, you eat too many Krabby Patties, it'll go right to your thighs.
Yeah. And
he looks like he's near bursting with those. Just look at those thunderous
yeah,
spins.
he's not blowing up. But I'll tell you what, man, if he wins this matchup, his career might blow up. And it might go further, because beating Sagat is no small feat. We've seen what this man is capable of, including the fuckery with Ken Masters. But you know how devastating Sagat's moves can be. What does Simon Belmont have to do to win here tonight?
He needs to avoid the big squeeze. That's step one.
Well, yeah, that's priority number one. Absolutely. And now these two, and this is a pretty sizable matchup here. The upper body strength goes to Sagat. The lower body strength goes to Simon Belmont. They were put together. They'd be Lex Luger. And here we go. Yeah. And a counter there immediately went for a clothesline. And Simon
what? That might actually be a solid point, because Sagat just went like, that's a top-heavy move right there. Miss a clothesline and go flying.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get caught with one of those big clotheslines that Sagat. We saw that devastating power slam he's used before. The big spear we've seen. I mean, the thumb to the throat is the least of your worries when you're in there with Sagat.
Who do you have winning this matchup, Sean?
Oh, man, well, I don't know, because I know Sagat is motivated to get a W after losing to Ken Masters. He has not stopped tweeting about it since. It's been actually, oh God, Tiger Planter.
Oh, an implant buster.
Tiger Plant Buster 69. And, oh, no, a thumb, now right to the eyes. But, oh, what is Sagat going to do here? Uh-oh, not a big backbreaker.
Oh, that just hurts to watch.
Well, and, oh God. And now look at this, a three-handed credenza.
Oh no, he's attacking the quads.
My God, going after the legs. Now that has not worked for other individuals in the past. But
does that even hurt Simon? I mean, he's got such muscular thighs.
Yeah, but look at the arms of Sagat. Look at how the big traps that he's got those legs in, and Belmont can't move.
I was going to say I've got Simon winning this match because I feel like this is a big breakout opportunity for him, but Sagat's been in control since this match started.
Well, and you also have to ask you a question, Josh, again. Is it not so inlinely dickish that Sagat goes after the one thing that they say can't be hurt is Belmont's legs? He goes, oh yeah? Watch me hurt your legs. And again,
that's also the main
going
thing we
for
talk
it.
about.
And just wrenching on those legs.
And trying to get the submission win here.
Yeah, well, and I think we saw it before with Ken Masters. It's not just about winning with Sagat, it's torture. He loves the torture.
And humiliation.
Yeah. Yeah, I give full marks to Sagat's wrestling ability. Another big backbreaker. That's not my gripe with him. He's just such an asshole about it.
Yeah, he's a sick bitch.
He is. He is. He takes perverse pleasure. And what a cutter there, a fireman's carry face planter.
The power on that.
As I verbally vomit more words to describe moves I don't know the names of.
That was a fireman's carry flapjack. I got you, Sean.
Yeah, there we go. And those are punches. Those are definitely punches.
Those are that's just treating his face like a punching bag.
Well, and now a cover here from Sagat could be over to get the win here at the WrestleBrat10n. No, only two.
Ooh, that was a close one.
And it was close. And Sagat, this is for the first time in a while we haven't seen him deliberately break up his own count.
Yeah.
And, went for a clothesline. Belmont ducks again. And
almost hit the referee on that rebound, though.
Yeah, and Sasso, thankfully. I mean, poor Sasso. He just came back from a big-bodied shot from Eclipse in a steel cage match, and thankfully, oh, God, what a suplex converted to a power slam.
Oh, nice.
The strength of Simon Belmont, man, it is truly remarkable. He makes it look effortless.
Yeah, he's not the biggest dude, but he's deceptively powerful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, you see it in his thighs, but I do also credit Sagat. He went for a couple backbreakers. You see that back brace on Simon Belmont. And he told me the other day he did tweak it a little bit as he was powerlifting to get ready for this matchup, and Sagat has seen that already as a target.
Yeah, I mean, it's smart. Again, he's a dick, but it's smart.
Yeah, now then there you go. Another knee into the gut there as a counter. And into the corner. Oh, what a splash!
Oh, Sagat splash.
And a slap to the back.
Again, going to the back.
It's been the back and the legs. Once again, going after the legs. You say what you want about Sagat. He is an incredibly intelligent wrestler. he just is so much of an asshole it ends up coming back to bite him in the ass sometimes. And the referee's count can only get up to 5 before the disqualification occurs.
He's pushing. He sure is pushing it. He's even pushing the referee's button.
Oh, totally. Well, that's what Sagat likes to do. We've seen it ever since he started gaining this quote-unquote power with the Forgotten Fighters. Oh, what a right hand. And as we've mentioned a few times before here in the WrestleBrat10n, the rules of this year's, oh God, a big squee! The Sagat spike right to the throat!
This is what Simon needed to avoid, and he didn't do a good job of avoiding it.
That could do it. And the cover here, right into the corner. 1, 2, 3, no!
Whoa, oh my God, he survived the big squee!
Simon Belmont survives the big squee, and Sagat is furious.
Come on, Simon. This is your opportunity, man.
Yeah, and Simon, actually, he got up surprisingly faster than I expected him to. Nice backbreaker there from Belmont.
Oh, I imagine that's way more effective considering how strong his legs are.
Oh, absolutely. But what kind of condition are Belmont's legs in? We've seen Sagat target those legs quite a lot already tonight.
Yeah. But again, I mean, fortunately for him, he's got such massive fucking legs. If his legs were smaller, they'd be in a lot more trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and a clothesline into the corner. And what is Sagat or Belmont elbow drop to the face?
Oh, that was nice. Got him right in the nose.
Yeah, you got to cover him, though, Belmont. This is the time you got to stay on him. But Belmont, you know Belmont's hurt.
Wait a little bit.
Oh, wait a second. Castlevania Crumbler!
Here we go.
The Castlevania Crumbler! This could do it! And God, that is devastating. Right to the middle of the back. Those thighs are devastating.
Simon.
And Simon.
Take advantage, Simon.
And this is where Simon, and we've seen Simon make this mistake before prior to Sagat's tutelage. And now, and look who's leaving the ring. I don't think, wait, where's he going? I don't think Sagat expected this to be the way that this matchup went. And now what is,
it was smart for him to get out of the ring. Oh, no.
Oh, wait a second. No. Now he's just carrying him in. Oh, God, the power slam.
Oh, no.
Nobody does a power slam like Sagat, man. That was gross.
That was devastating. And Simon, I think, fell right into his trap.
Yeah, absolutely. I think taking that powder was all just part of Sagat, but I don't think Sagat expected that he was going to get hit with a Castlevania Crumbler here tonight. And where's he going? Oh, low blow.
Oh, come on.
Low blow.
Really?
And the referee counts up to 7. Sagat, where the hell are you taking him, man?
Hello, Sagat.
And this is, and now, oh, God, I don't think Sagat cares. I think he's just trying to brawl his ass out. Oh, where's he going? Oh, went for a clothesline and a slap to the back, and the referee counts 10, but now they're out here. And now they're fighting in the bar out here in Gorilla. They just passed by us remarkably fast, and now they're just battling out here in the bar area.
That's not how. That was a great matchup too.
It was a great matchup, but Sagat had other plans. He's busy just beating up Simon Belmont. I think Sagat took that Castlevania Crumbler a little too personally. And oh God, using the bar top. And now there you go. There you go, Belmont.
Oh,
there you go. Right to the back of the head. And now these two are brawling in the back area, and I'm being told that we're gonna see this fight through until we get somebody in there to separate, but somebody's going down first. That's at least what I'm getting told by Colonial. Oh God, right into the lights.
Oh shit.
Into that Kraft neon sign punch to the dick. Message
that's a receipt right there.
Message sent. After that low blow on the ramp, after Sagat knew he couldn't beat him in the middle of the ring. Boot to the face.
Dude, I get the sneaking suspicion that this isn't over between these two.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, come on, man. Low blow, message sent.
He can't handle that he got a low blow in return. He's like, oh, here's another one.
He's so petty. We were talking about, he said he is the pettiest 6'10" motherfucker I've ever known.
Yeah, honestly, yes.
It's like, for a man that tall, he has the biggest tiny dick syndrome.
Yes.
And now these fine folks in the bar who better pay their bill and are getting a little bit more than maybe they bargained for here tonight, as these two are just fighting right all over the place. And they're going,
this is a dangerous situation.
Yeah, it really is. And I hope these folks, I mean, they all have to sign waivers before they come to the shows. Because, and how about a club to the back of the head? Oh, wait a minute. Come on now. Come on, Sagat. Don't do this.
Not again.
Kick to the balls.
Oh, no.
Message sent. He may have big thighs, but he's rapidly losing ball size by the kick. Big boot, and he's busted open.
Or they're swelling
big
up.
Boot. Another boot. Third big boot.
We get it, Sagat.
Come on. Stop. Sagat. Big Sagat.
I think Sagat has lost his mind.
He is absolutely hinged. We may have to get some security in here. Belmont just took 5 big boots. Make that 6 big boots in a row. God damn. Just hoofing him.
Dude.
He's going to need Charlotte's plastic surgeon before too long. And there we go. There we go. Finally.
There we go. Okay, the second you said that, I was like, no,
never mind.
I will not suffer that fate.
Went for 9 big boots. And there we go. Belmont brings one of his own.
Now, Simon, hit him with that 18 more times.
Yeah, seriously. 9 big boots in a row from Sagat. This man is just gone. He's a man possessed.
Dude.
He is upset. He is that upset.
This has been nuts.
And a backdrop into the jukebox and a backdrop. But how is Simon Belmont can he even formulate thoughts? There's blood pouring down his face. He took 9 boots to the head, 9 brain-scrambling big feet to the face, and now a leg attack, taking Traker a scoop of ice cream in one of the weirdest timed leg attacks I've ever seen. But maybe he just does not want to get hit with a... Never mind, that's 10 boots. And,
I think we found Sagat's new favorite move outside the big squeeze.
Well, I think Sagat, let alone ball shots, he is trying to make a statement to Belmont that you shouldn't have left, and you shouldn't have done what you did. But every time that Sagat thinks he's got it won, here comes Belmont. There you go. Smash his head into
an insane back and forth.
Yeah, and that's marble, folks. I don't know how it's broken. It's it's titanium enforced marble. It's Corleone drops a lot in the bar stations here in the arenas. And
man,
God, right here, and you can also buy merchandise.
Fatigue has got to be setting in.
Well, they wrestled a 10-minute match, and then they just kept brawling into the outside.
They've been wailing on each other for like 15 minutes
now. And I think you're right, Josh, again. I don't think this is anywhere close to done. And we're going to have to get somebody in there to separate them again into the bar set. And, God, Corleone loves backstage fights.
Yeah.
This is why you're seeing this, folks. He sent me a text saying, we're letting it run until we have somebody actually on the ground knocked out.
Until someone's dead.
Yeah. But that's...
I'm not satisfied unless an ambulance is called.
Yeah, seriously. What a boot. But that's because Corleone knows that we're not going to just leave you hanging when they spill out into the back. We're going to give you all of that action if we can give it to you. And now just an arm wrench. And Belmont, he's got to hit a crumbler or that exploding pinball machine. He's got to do something and get out of there, man, because the more time you give Sagat, the more damage he's going to deal you. And
he almost darted him into the darts.
Instead he just punched him square into the blood. And
yeah, I hate it when I get punched right in the blood.
Yeah, and how about a kick to the dick? And there it is, finally, the big squeeze.
Wow.
And I think that there is far more to be done and far more to be said about these two competitors than what we've seen today. Sagat looks so happy with himself. I hope you are, Sagat. I hope you are. But folks, before we get into this matchup, I have a tape here that we're going to play, and this was, it's covered in red and it's covered in ice cream, and this tape was sent to us by Satan because this happened in the parking lot after yesterday's matchup between Shiva and Satan, and we're showing this footage now. This footage of Satan destroying Shiva out in the parking lot, of course being a sore loser after getting squashed by Shiva, and of course couldn't let it go, and double shoulder tackle, and we're going to explain why this matters here in just a second, but Shiva was supposed to move on and compete tonight, Josh Geddon, but instead he got a face full of garbage.
That's just gross.
Yeah, well, the whole thing is gross.
You can only imagine what he just shoved his face into.
Yeah, and especially given the state of our fans. And, oh God, and now, oh, wait a second, and this is what really did it. Right here, and you watch Shiva's head hit the back of this truck, and that's Satan's Fury.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and so, as a result, this is the only semifinal match we're getting tonight. Shiva had to be taken to a hospital. He cannot compete. So Prince of Persia has automatically moved on to the main event of Day 7. As a result, Prince of Persia, and now we are finding out who will meet that man for CIW Heavyweight Championship. Here comes Bullini himself, Bully Maguire.
Okay. All right, maybe this is not going to be a surprising opinion. This is who I have winning this matchup right here. I mean, just look at the reception of this man.
Well, this guy has been just completely embraced by the CIW faithful at home and abroad. And it is the fact he made it to the finals of the King of the Spring tournament. Don't want to talk about how that ended. And he's been consistently making more ground for himself and proving himself. And here in this matchup against Johnny Cage, this will be, I believe, the biggest test that Symbiote Spider-Man has ever had in front of him here tonight. Because Johnny Cage is motivated and he knows this is his chance to make it back into the title picture. But who will face Prince of Persia? And let's talk about that for a second. Prince of Persia is in the main event of Day 7 for the World's Heavyweight Championship because Satan also, like Sagat, has a tiny red penis.
Sagat has a red penis? Why is his penis red?
Don't
answer that.
I'm not gonna.
Don't answer
Here
that.
comes Johnny Cage. Here comes Johnny Cage.
Also, are you telling... Okay, so... All right, not discounting Johnny Cage at all. He's been great here. I mean, he's the reason that Bruce Lee is no longer in CIW. But are you telling me that if Symbiote Spider-Man wins this matchup, the CIW World Heavyweight Title match on the 10-year to the day of CIW is going to be the rematch of the century, Black Suit Spider-Man versus Prince of Persia for the world title?
Well, let's not jump to conclusions yet, because Johnny Cage is a man who is more than motivated. He has been in world title matches before, where Symbiote Spider-Man has not. Johnny Cage has beaten world champions, where Symbiote Spider-Man has not. And that is going to be a huge factor here. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because Symbiote Spider-Man did beat TAW and CIW champion Freddy Krueger on Day 1 to get here. And Johnny Cage, of course, had a terrific match against Magus that he came out on top of. And that was on Day 3. And now a DDT, a big DDT from Johnny Cage to start this matchup off. I would love to see Symbiote Spider-Man make it, but honestly, both of these guys are worthy. They're both worthy in my eyes.
I would love it if Symbiote Spider-Man won, but both of these guys could win this thing, and I like both guys.
Yeah, went for a sunset flip. Oh, nice drop kick counter there from
what a counter.
Symbiote
nice
Spider-Man.
Right there.
And it's going to be the speed advantage that Spidey's going to have to use. Perfect example, roll up. 1, 2, and no, only 2. Johnny kicks out. But that close to capturing a victory, that's what Johnny Cage is going to have to be prepared for all match.
Oh, absolutely. And also, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't seen anything like it tonight, but just in case, because it's Will Sasso, he's bound to get bodied at some point tonight. So make sure that you subscribe, and you turn that bell button to all to save a referee today.
That's right. Yeah, he just got an errant punch.
See, I cursed it. I cursed it.
And Tobey Maguire just wanted to make sure to sell the bit. And that's why we love Tobey Maguire right there.
I'm so sorry, Will Sasso. That was my fault.
You got slapped in the face because you mentioned the save a referee fund. And now Johnny Cage.
That was beautiful.
And now, oh, what a slingshot into the corner.
Oh, jeez, right into the turnbuckle.
Well, Johnny, you've seen Johnny use the power game here a little bit to start out, and that's, I think, where Johnny's going to succeed. He's a better striker, and as evidenced by that.
Right hand.
Uh-oh, Johnny, top rope Johnny. Where's he going here? Elbow drop. Where was Johnny headed? And oh no, and Johnny may have hurt himself.
Johnny pulled a Seth Rollins.
Yeah, he just sat there, overshot it, and hurt his knee. And Johnny needs that for that big "you got caged."
It's going to be the "you got caged." versus the Bellini.
Yeah, and that Bellini has put away a good number of individuals over the past year or so, and now a Boston Crab, and not enough to put him away there.
I've never seen someone get put in a submission hold and use their head to get the rope break.
Yeah, well, hey, Symbiote Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire is a very resourceful human being.
Indeed.
And that's what's made him. And now, in the center of the ring, Johnny learning from the previous mistake. And Johnny, who broke a long-standing barrier of his that he couldn't have submissions and he couldn't make anyone tap, did make Bruce Lee tap, to your point, to kick him out of CIW. But, oh, wait a second, you got caged! He hit him with the you got caged! Johnny could be moving on to the main event of Day 7! Johnny going for the cover! Does he have it here? 1, 2, no!
Oh, God,
Spidey
that was
kicks out of the cage.
How was that not 3?
That was a huge, huge shot, and now a hit to the knee, smartly from Johnny Cage.
Dude, I thought that was it.
I did too. I definitely did too. I thought that Johnny had actually just gotten it done, because Johnny has that kind of track record. You know, he does. That You Got Caged has put away a good chunk of folks. And you mentioned Bruce Lee, Josh, again. Bruce Lee versus Michael Corleone. It is the most personal feud in CIW history. Day 7 as well.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I can't wait to see that.
And so that's so he is getting one final match here in CIW, as he's going to be accompanied by TAW champion Liu Kang. And sweeping DDT, and Bizzle is going to be in
Michael Corleone. They're both dicks, and I don't like either of them.
Yeah, that's and we'll get to that match on Day 7.
It's to the point where 2 TAW guys are wrestling, and I'm cheering for the commissioner of CIW. That's how bad it is.
That's what a time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. And Will Sasso got slapped again by Spidey as he went to the ropes, and went for a forearm. I think both guys had the same idea. And sweeping the leg did Tobey Maguire.
Man, Tobey's turning things up a notch here.
Yeah, he is, but you could tell he's a little worse for wear. I saw him holding his gut just a second ago. And
still a little loopy from that You Got Cage.
Yeah, he's tried, but Spidey's getting these small jabs in, but a striking match is not what you want to do with Johnny Cage.
And again, almost a referee.
Oh, but a spear into the corner.
Ooh,
a big spear into the corner as Johnny, that rocked Johnny there, and a punch to the head.
Oh, right in the glasses.
He definitely had those $500 sunglasses that he refuses to take off.
Yeah, I'd be careful punching those, because you might accidentally piss Johnny Cage off.
Oh, yeah, when Johnny Cage's glasses break, he turns on a whole different deal. Nice over-the-top suplex, take a drink, or a scoop of ice cream.
You do cost the man $500 when you do that. I mean, he has money out the ass.
Yeah, he does. He does, and now, but so does Bully Maguire, but Bully's going to throw a couple knuckle sandwiches Johnny's way without the welfare stamps. And,
specifically targeting the glasses.
Well, Bully Maguire, he's not really known to care about people's sensibilities. He's just out there to do his deal. But the people have gravitated to him because he's gotten such a bad rep over the years. And he's learned how to push through that and persevere and find a way to win here in year 9 and 10. And to think that Symbiote Spider-Man is a 3 count away from main eventing the WrestleBrat10n 10 years running, the biggest event we will ever do, is pretty remarkable. Oh, and went for a Poison Rana roll-up, did not get it.
That's got to be disappointing.
Yeah, but Johnny smartly getting some air after that. I think that Spidey built up a lot more momentum than Johnny had anticipated.
Like that, the technique on that and the execution was flawless.
Yeah, wait a second. That was Samoa Joe walk away from that moonsault. And
anything but the Samoa Joe note.
We've seen Spidey attempt high-risk maneuvers unsuccessfully many times before, and Johnny used that right to his advantage.
That was a nice evasion, though, by Symbiote Spidey.
Yeah, it definitely was.
2 nice evasions.
Yeah, and Spidey, he's using that speed to his advantage, but Johnny catches him.
Reverse DDT by Johnny Cage.
And Spidey, and look at Spidey. He is not looking good, man. He is not looking good. Another reverse DDT, and Spidey is busted open. God, the blood is pouring tonight, and there's no one named Moxley on the show. And
he's got a boner, though.
Yeah, he sure does. I really hope he doesn't watch my show. And, wait a second. Oh, no. God damn.
Oh, no.
What a shot. Using that power to Razor's Edge Spidey over the top rope. And,
oh, God. That is a spine-shattering move right there.
And keep in mind, Josh, again, if Spidey is counted out, Johnny Cage will advance. And he is disrupted, but that's not the way Johnny rolls.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't. He's too cool.
And wait a second, you got caged on the outside.
Man.
And now Johnny.
Maybe Black Suit Spider-Man might be like, you know what? Maybe I should have just stayed. Maybe he should have just stayed in the ring so I could get counted out.
Well, I think that might have been it. I was gonna say if Johnny had gotten Spidey in the ring a little bit faster, it might have been formulaic there.
And he was already busted open as well.
Yeah, Spidey bleeding, and I was like, wait a second! Bellini!
No way!
Bellini out of nowhere!
No way!
Bellini out of nowhere! The flip! Cover him, Spidey! Spidey!
Come on, Spider-Man!
Bringing him to the center of the ring! The cover from Johnny! 1, 2, yes! Yes!
Are you
Spider-Man wins! What a matchup!
Wow!
Spider-Man is main eventing the WrestleBrat10n!
Spider-Man versus Prince of Persia. I feel like we've been here before.
For the world title! 10 years to the day! Day 7! Folks, that is gigantic development. But credit to Johnny Cage, he fought his ass off. But one Bellini is all it took at the last second.
He should have gone for that count out.
Busted open, bleeding like a sieve. Symbiote Spider-Man advances. Bellini moves on. Do you believe in Bellini? But let's find out who's going to have that tag team championship around their waists come that day. Team Mischief, the challengers. DC, the champions. This is a big matchup. The team of Team Mischief have never lost by pin or submission in a tag match. Who you got, Josh, again?
Oh, this is going to be a tough one. I mean, I want to go with Team Mischief, but DC, they're so unpredictable.
They are.
And you always know that there are always shenanigans afoot.
Well, and the thing is, too, and we talked about this before, that we have the rule that unless you are designated as a manager on that show, you cannot interfere on another day's programming. And that was the rule we said, like, unless you're the registered manager in the faction, you know, because all of our factions are managed, you know, and they're all, you know, we list out who the members are and all that stuff. That's all part of Corleone's backlogs, but are documenting that you don't see, but does occur. And
yeah.
But these two men, they have not worn Tag Team Championship gold since 2014. And
wow.
the way they lost it was when these two had a feud. And Wario walked out on Waluigi. They reunited last year against the same Shades of Black. Emerged victorious in a 2-on-3, if you recall. And then
in that time, since the last time they teamed together, Wario became the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah. Yeah, not here.
And the CIWTF champion.
But yeah, oh yeah, during that time when after they feuded, yeah, Wario had a huge thing. 2-time champion, tag champion, Waluigi won the tag titles with Dirty Wah. So this would make Waluigi a 3-time tag team champion if he won here tonight. But these two are no pushovers. But they're not going to have the allies they had before because Joker and the Flash are gone, and Aquaman competed on Tuesday on day 2, as you saw, Josh, again. So it's these two alone, unless there's some other member of this faction I'm not aware of, but I'm pretty sure it's just these 3 now.
I feel so bad for the belt that's around Penguin's or inside Penguin's waist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it definitely is fishy smelling. And that's it. That's what it's all about. Those CIW Tag Team Championships on the line here in your main event of Day 5. Referee Will Sassa holding up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this? What is it? Wait a minute. What is Wonder Woman doing here?
The new CIW Women's Champion.
The Women's Champion is here. Oh, wait. No. Come on. No. Don't tell me. Don't tell me this is what I think it is.
Is she with done caring?
There's no way. Oh, come on, man. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Yep, there it is. There it is. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're wrong. We've been wrong about these things before, but the women's champion is here. Obviously knows Batman and the Penguin, and now we've got a definitely intriguing X factor in this matchup I didn't expect, and I'm a little surprised how this is going, but Wonder Woman is not part of DC, at least to my knowledge, as was registered before the show. So I'm not even sure what the meaning of this is. Call a double type to start the matchup. I smile.
I'm aware, Sean. I'm aware. But I mean, honestly, it would kind of make sense because, you know, even though the Natalie World Order has been having some issues as of late, it's not exactly a bad move for Wonder Woman to start surrounding herself with other people.
Yeah, and starting to tag. Well, once you win that title, the target is on your back. And I know a lot of women are not happy that Wonder Woman just got shoehorned into that triple threat on Saturday Night Hype to earn the title shot to begin with. A lot of women who have been here since we started were quite perturbed at that development. And
she knows it. She's not dumb. She knows it.
Oh, absolutely not. You know, and obviously she knew Batman. She knew the Penguin. Oh, what is the Penguin doing? Look at the strength of the Penguin. And, reverse bomb.
Oh, an alley-oop, ladies and gentlemen. Right into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, and Wario. And really, when you think about it, the Penguin is probably one of the few guys who can stand toe-to-toe physically with Wario.
Have Penguin and Wario ever gone one-on-one?
I don't think I've ever seen them interact with each other, no. And now, what athleticism!
Oh, wow.
The double drop kick, the cover from Waluigi, 1, 2, and no, Batman breaks it up.
No, Batman right there to break it up.
And we'll have to see what Waluigi trying again.
Waluigi's like, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, hey, you appreciate the boldness, but you know, the thing was, I thought it peculiar that DC wasn't really upset at all that Joker and the Flash left. I thought that's suspect. Yeah. So I guess it makes more sense now that I'm thinking about it in retrospect. But I don't think Penguin's going to be thinking much at all after those back punches.
To be fair, I don't think, regardless of the plan, I don't think anyone would have been crying over the Flash leaving. Now, the Joker, on the other hand, that's a different story.
Well, I'm not upset. Well, yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's not get into that. I think we've already hashed that out enough. Besides, from what DC was telling me, you know, from Batman, they're just trying to move forward. You know, they're not looking in the past here. And now, throwing Wario, and I think Penguin might have gouged the eyes while Batman had Sasso distracted.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's the thing, though. I do kind of expect that also from Team Mischief here. And now look at this. Another tag team counter.
Mischief is literally in the name.
Splash and Flapjack.
Oh, that is why they are one of the best tag teams in CIW.
Best around cover from Waluigi, 2, and no, only 2.
Batman again running interference here.
And so far it has been frequent tags. It has been corner isolation from Team Mischief. It is a well-devised strategy. This is why, as you said, Josh, again, they are widely regarded as one of the best tag teams in the world.
Exactly.
But DC...
Batman, the illegal man...
DC, you got to give credit, though, because DC have held these tag championships for almost a year now.
It's been a long while.
Yeah, I mean, of course, they were originally won by Aquaman and Batman. Oh, Gutbuster. Tag Gutbuster. Wonder Woman cheering on. And
yeah, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, I kind of get the impression that we know where she's staking the flag in her camp. And, you know... Here's the worst part about this, Josh, again. Aquaman just lost one title, and just like that, DC picks up another one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's what bothers me. I feel like this is far more coordinated maybe than we suspected after Joker and the Flash left. I wonder if DC knew about this plan from the start.
And also, you need to, like, if there are any more...
low
DC,
blow.
Dude. Seriously. I was about to say if there are any more women from DC, like
another low blow.
Batman, let me finish my thought before you punch him in the dick, for the love of God.
Sent.
He knows exactly where I'm going with this, and he wants to not let me get this out. But basically, you need to be careful if you sign any more female superheroes from DC, because they might join the group as well.
Yeah, well, I think that we're starting to realize there may be a lot more conversation around that comic series than we maybe intended. And This has been, and this is something, but here's the question here. If you're Team Mischief, are you worried even? Another double drop kick.
I mean, I would be.
Punch to the dick.
I mean, unless real referee Mario comes out, which again, due to the rules of this show, I don't think Mario's going to be out here.
That's right. Well, you could tell how much DC gave a shit about those rules. I guess with the loophole of she's not technically in our faction by registry, which is really annoying because it is a loophole, I suppose. But
do you think the Joker's still in communication with these guys? I know you don't want to talk about him, but still.
I don't, actually. I feel like they're all kind of like, you know what, that dude's a little unhinged. Like, we could probably be a little more coordinated here, don't you think? And now a gut bust. But look at the Penguin now. The Penguin has not really been able to tag that frequently, and Wario and Waluigi have been picking that fishy man apart.
Yeah. Okay.
Another tag. Wait, what are they doing here? Body said, wait a minute. Wise up!
Whoa, wise up!
The wise up in the cover from Waluigi 1. And that...
Honestly, if I was Waluigi and I did that move to the Penguin, I would take a shower.
I would need to brush my teeth immediately.
Yes.
Like, immediately.
Will Sasso, give that man a mint.
Yeah, and now testicular torture onto Waluigi as Batman continues to assault the genitals.
Not the wham, babies.
Yes, and Waluigi, who is... he's maybe the most decorated tag team champion in CIW history, the only person to win the tag titles with two different individuals. And as hell, they combined. That first run from Dirty Wah was a long run.
Another message sent.
Yeah, and another message sent. There's so many messages.
All right. It's going to clog up all their message receptors.
Yeah, right now, Grandmaster Flash and Sting are having the weirdest flashbacks. And now, what a kick to the gut. But that's okay. They're still they can still dive into their fields of gold and they'll be okay. And now, bad jokes aside, kick to the abdomen, cover 1, 2, and a kick to the elbow to the thigh from Wario, breaking up the count and saving the matchup.
Wonder Woman hasn't really become that much of a factor thus far.
No, thus far. But,
But the match isn't over yet.
That's right. And, of course, Corleone's rules means if individuals are on the outside of the ring and there's a manager, all hell can break loose. The only way you get DQ'd is if you hit the ref 5 times or use a weapon.
Yeah.
And
hashtag save a referee today.
That's right, which we may or may not need to do. And again, and now a submission breakup. That time had trapped the arm, had Batman. No. And spear to the corner.
Is it Penguin and Waluigi are legal, right?
Yeah, I believe Batman and Waluigi are the legal individuals.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
Yep.
Will Sasso, restore some order, please.
Well, yeah, he's this isn't hard to kill TNA, where an 8-man just goes back to being an 8-man tag. Unfortunately, these guys, if they want to brawl, they're going to brawl. And now,
oh, shit!
What a clothesline!
Wow. Have you ever seen someone
German suplex from Waluigi?
When's the last time you saw someone flip Penguin like that?
Yeah, that was pretty wild. The strength of Waluigi. That's why he is a former CIW champion, one of the most dominant CIW champions in history.
It took freaking Kratos to take the title off.
Yeah, tagging the Wario. And, Wario had both Wario and Waluigi had quite a bit of a downturn in 2023 until they reunited.
Yeah, honestly.
And
And
now
Wario had that never-ending feud with Pepsi Man.
Yeah, he did. That Pepsi Man ended up winning. Of course, we saw Pepsi Zero, the alter ego of Pepsi Man, beat Mr. Clean in day 4. Oh, wait a second. Several punches. We know what this is. Batman going for the bat punch here. Oh, God. And flew.
The move that defeated the Young Bucks.
Yeah, it did. Well, it's defeated many men before. Batman... That bat punch is a lot more devastating than it may look. Kick to the abdomen. And another kick to the abdomen. That's
the abdomens.
Yeah, the abdomen. That's where goes all the ramen. But now, and you know that it's a big fan of ramen is Wario. And a nice power slam there.
And almonds as well. He likes to mix the almonds with the ramen, and it's just gross and weird, but it's Wario.
Almond ramen is in his abdomen. And, And now just punches to the head. Wario is cringing terribly at these jokes. It's just like, please make it stop. Let me punch your ears so you don't have to hear what these commentators are saying. As oh, Bulldog, also known as a DDT. And,
I don't know what you're talking about. I saw a big old DDT.
That's right. And now, oh, what a drop kick into the corner from Batman, who may be the most agile of the bunch.
Man, I can't wait to see the Adamant stretch.
That's right. Well, these two, you got to admit, Josh, again, these two teams have been pretty toe-to-toe during the duration of this matchup up to now.
And I'm glad. I'm not thrilled that Wonder Woman's out here, but I'm at least glad that she hasn't been a factor into this matchup yet.
Yeah, it seems like Wonder Woman is recognizing that Wario and Waluigi are really, they're two very big individuals. You know? It's not that Wonder Woman couldn't get some good licks into these guys. That's not what I'm saying. But realistically speaking, do you think that Wonder Woman's spine would survive a Goldman Sachs?
She is an Amazon, so maybe.
Maybe. Body slam.
She could Amazon Prime a new. She could order a new spine off of Amazon. Who knows what they sell on that site?
I'm pretty sure that's what Hogan does now that he has to replace all that damn hardware. And tag into the Penguin, tag into Waluigi. And what a knee to the gut. Batman takes full advantage. What a brilliant move from Batman. And now a half Boston Crab. And now Waluigi not looking good here. And Wario breaking it up. That almost could have been a submission right there. Back suplex. And now a roll up from the illegal man. But that was, you know, that fake roll up was probably just enough punch to the dick.
So many messages sent.
So many messages sent, but everybody looking a little worse for wear, man. This has been a hell of a match, Josh. Again,
storage, and then Google's going to charge you $1 to get more storage.
That's right. And now, what a drop kick. And folks, this is your main event of Day 5 of the WrestleBrat10n. We have got Day 7's main event set. We saw that Prince of Persia versus Symbiote Spiderman. Our Day 6 tomorrow is the big 7 Circles of Hell best of 7 in one night match. The feud ender, Noob Saibot versus Sub-Zero. It all ends tomorrow. And this matchup has been absolutely brutal back and forth. Who is going to walk away from our biggest show ever with the CIW tag titles?
Penguin just got flown to the outside.
Vaulting to the ring.
Oh, no.
The Waluigi, not in your wheelhouse. And he knew it. He knew it.
Okay. Unlike Johnny Cage.
Yeah. And now wait a second. Now Wonder Woman getting a couple licks in.
All right.
But just a couple jabs. It was just a couple jabs, I think, kind of kept her metering. And now completely missing Waluigi, who gets back into the ring. And meanwhile, Wario coming out here and oh God!
Oh my God! And Wonder Woman just obliterated
that hard lariat. Just that hard lariat, and Waluigi's already not feeling too great. Back into the ring now is everybody, and now we're ball brawling.
I was worried that something like that was going to happen.
Yeah, but hey, it was just a couple of punches. But we saw that was enough when it came to Natalie Portman and Padme. And what a chop in the corner from Penguin.
And Wario's doing Waluigi a disservice by getting in Will Sasso's way.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, you can't blame Wario. He's got to be absolutely furious about Wonder Woman even getting involved.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, even though Waluigi was smart enough to get right back into the ring after it happened.
Yeah, and Waluigi's no dummy. He knows how CIW works.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they all are briefed on the rules. They've all been here long enough to know what Corleone's all about. And now another triangle to the arm. And this is not
looking good for Dirty Wah right now.
Well, let alone leave the Dirty Wah, leave Flint, Michigan alone. Team Mischief is getting his ass beat. And DC here as the Penguin, who's not looking good himself, going in. Maybe I thought he was going to tag back Batman in, but I guess thought differently.
Would tagging in Batman be a bat slap tag?
Only if he hits his back. Oh, wait a second. This could be the Penguin plunge. Penguin plunge. Center of the ring. The cover. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow.
And DC, with the help of the women's champion, have pinned the unpinned Team Mischief.
Wow.
To win this matchup here at the WrestleBrat10n, just when you thought we had the team to get it done, DC lives on. Your thought, Josh, again?
If Team Mischief can't get it done, then who can?
Who's it going to be? And they've gained numbers. What does this mean for the DC? Because their reign of terror seemingly continues. But folks, we will see you tomorrow for the 7 Circles of Hell and Best of 7. I am the Colonist. WrestleBrat10n rolls on, baby.